Yeah, I guess you did, didn't you? Huh?
Did we?
Yeah, I feel so
my
long
God.
ago.
The earliest thing I'm remembering that actually happened was the doll thing, like in the mess hall.
That was the second session.
Well, there's another doll thing in the mess hall in the third session.
Yeah,
Yes, there was. Yes.
I'm thinking of when the Archon joined us for
No, the session 2 was cake. Session 3 was milkshake.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Which is a really weird thing to describe the evil campaign with. But I
Were you
digress.
on at any point?
Huh? I did have to hop off early. I had a headache.
That's
probably it. That's probably
Maybe
it,
that was
son.
when that happened.
Yeah, maybe. Probably. Likely.
Well, regardless, the earliest thing
Skibbity.
that happened in that session was enemy. Was
Thank
the
you. Thank you. I feel seen. I feel seen.
it's like a fucking mind virus. Was the captain called us into the command tent so that we could discuss Simon, who Zero had already requested join his.
Freak
I believe them to be
Yeah, we'll get
magically enslaved, but whatever. Join his little squad. Yes, Zero.
Yeah.
He wanted him to be what, Quart? Cat?
Yeah.
It probably would have sounded better than this, but yeah, basically.
Quattro. And it was our job that we imposed upon ourselves, and that the captain sort of wanted us to do. It was our job to give the captain a reason to say no to Zero. Present was also good old Thresh and
yeah,
Seer,
fresh.
as well as,
Yep.
of course, Spectre is always there with the captain.
Yeah.
Anyone else besides Zero and company? I don't
Let's
think
see. You guys had Cobb.
so. Oh yes, Cobb was also present.
And the more daunting third party in the room, Explicator Vanessa.
Yes, the explicator.
Vanessa, that's her name. I was like, I remember Shiver, but she doesn't want to be called that.
She is not on this page, right?
No, she's not. She's not
Gotcha.
a member of your company.
We did manage to convince the captain that, hey, technically speaking, Exile here is the most senior member of the Red Revelry, one of its founders, in fact, if he's to be believed. And so should, at the very least, be afforded the opportunity to choose his own placement, make his own choice.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to some lucky persuasion rolls, the captain was like, you know, that is a pretty pogger's idea. And so Simon was afforded a bit of freedom, or a lot of freedom, depending on what the truth of the matter is with Zero. And we were dismissed. I think, was that when Lord Cross took the opportunity to be like, Captain, can I torture?
Yes. I believe so.
Yeah, after
Oh,
everyone was dismissed, Lord Cross stayed behind to essentially say, hey, if we're going to be torturing one of these prisoners and letting the other go, I would like to, one, be the one to do that, and two, accompany Mesmer after the captain was like, yeah, I told Mesmer to talk to them. I would like to accompany Mesmer as she questions them, talks to them, decides which one to let go. The captain was like, he essentially said that it was Mesmer's decision whether or not I sit in on that. And so that's what Lord Cross went to talk to her about.
Right.
What happened immediately after the tent, though? It was the mess hall, right?
Here, let me take you guys to the map. To jog your memories.
Memories jogged.
Dog.
Memories.
Bark.
Just to get Lord Cross's thing out of the way quickly, he did talk to Mesmer. She agreed that he could listen in while invisible, I believe, is what they agreed upon, right? Because his presence would have made her job a lot harder.
Yeah.
Just like the whole good cop, bad cop thing.
No.
She prefers to be sugary, sweet, and disarming.
Teehee?
Teehee.
No one in your company would trust
Um.
her. Not knowing her, at least.
Yeah. And then Lord Cross went off the train. What did the rest of you do?
Yeah,
I
rest
don't-
of you.
I don't remember everything that happened. Stop, please. I don't remember everything that happened, but I do remember. I think it was Reverend, for some reason that I don't recall, wanted to get a milkshake for the Archon of Dolls. That then the Archon of Dolls made Express drink part of to make sure that it wasn't drugged or something.
Untoward, yeah.
Poor
Reverend did apologize. Okay.
Poor girl was traumatized, and if I remember correctly, that's part of why storytellers over there were here. But
Yep.
One notable thing that I remember because I went and did it was that Sob, who is supposed to be babysitting, for lack of a better word, is not present with the doll or with the Archon.
Tee.
So Phoenix went off and spoke with Hitch and was like, "Hey, what's good? And also, is Sob okay?" And he's like, I thought I heard them fighting.
Yeah, I heard some argument.
I heard them fighting. To which Phoenix goes and sees Sob in like a catatonic state. Thankfully his eyelids are closed. That or I closed them. Either way, I left with his eyes closed, because otherwise he's gonna get dried the hell out.
Yeah.
At first I was like, I'm gonna tell someone about this, and then I thought about it and I was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone about this. And I went back to the mess hall to, I'm very much paraphrasing, to talk to the Archon, who we had sat in silence with for a minute or two there, and managed to convince her to go unfreeze Sob, pretty please. And she was like, "Is he done being a bitch?" And Phoenix was like, "That's not for me to say, actually. So, like, you could probably, like, I think he might have learned his lesson. You should go and freeze him and find out. Like, I can't say I wasn't."
Oh, yeah, the guy whose nickname is Sob stopped being a bitch. Yeah, it's. I believe
That's
that.
why I didn't lie. I said I.
Yeah, I know.
There's
Adult
the company
lie.
energy in ya.
I was very careful about it. I said, I don't know.
I think so.
Find out, maybe. And she was like, "Fuck, fine, whatever."
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what I did. That's all I remember, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I remember because I was scared of the doll. Oh, and then I went and returned the cup. The cob.
Good
I did
old
that
Cobb.
too. I know
What
storyteller
other-
had a whole chat, so.
Yeah, what do the rest of you guys do? Huh? Hey? Hey?
I don't actually have a lot of notes on this.
What do your notes say?
Not much.
I just remember like talking about bidding on the training and stuff. Then we went into the mess hall. It's hard for me to remember like
Yeah, 3 weeks
yeah,
ago.
like a month ago.
Valid.
Usually it's not this hard because usually we play every week, so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Every
I
other
do
week.
remember going to the
You can be in
training
the-
ground. I do remember going to the training ground.
Did that happen
Yeah.
last time?
It did.
Yes.
Lord
Okay.
Cross. I remember because it was the last thing I did before I had to go to bed. Lord Cross was at the training. The others with Simon arrived. An impromptu training session was had. Before I forget, I do want to mention that Arch did a cool thing of firing an arrow. What, this way or this way? And it
Oh yeah, he
fucking, like,
curved it.
yeah, he curved the arrow around to hit the target.
He's just
Yeah.
an archer, though.
He's just an archer. Just an archer. Lord Cross and Simon had an impromptu sparring sesh, wherein Simon was quite wounded by the end of it. he's still functionally a 3rd level rogue compared to Lord Cross's 5th level with a Gestalt. So
yeah,
it's pretty one-sided, and Lord Cross definitely made him feel that. He declined, Simon, that is, declined healing for a bit, sort of just stewing in his own hurt. I believe insight rolls dictated that was so he sort of felt more alive, not in a sort of like oh fuck yeah dude way, but like like this hurts, but at least I can feel it.
yes, as opposed to death, which you stop feeling everything.
Stop feeling everything, yeah.
The real womp womp.
Yeah.
I do remember you tried to get Storyteller and Reverend to do their own training, but they managed to dodge doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
They managed to like stifle a conversation to the point where it wasn't addressed anymore. They're like, phew.
And to just say, I'm glad that I was never asked.
Scribe did show up.
Yes.
I think he was sitting in, right, on the captain and who was he was talking to? The Explicator?
Yeah, I think so.
And I forget what it is that he shared, but I know we tried to squeeze some info out of him.
They're talking about the plans for the company, like what their next tactical moves are.
Did he share anything about that? Or
He did not.
Yeah, it's pretty tight-lipped. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that was the last thing that happened before I hopped off.
Husk was also there with Scribe, watching in his eerie
Right.
way, and he did acquire a sample from Simon.
That's right.
And then he fucked off immediately once he got it.
Right.
I got what I wanted.
Because Storyteller
He's like,
was just like, nah, this is just normal, like trying to sell a lie, and then he was not normal, and it's like, yeah, sorry, that just happens.
It's normal for...
It's normal for him, it's still weird.
Yes, yeah, it's not normal in the grand scheme of the world. No, it is not. Not normal.
What is anymore, you know?
Yeah,
A lot of other things than that shit.
breathing air. Checkmate.
Is it?
So the things in my notes, taking a look at it. Before we ended up coming over here, there were like 2 things that happened with Storyteller that I can think of. The tea thing. No, wait. Did it? Okay, real quick. Did the mezcal
after.
situation with the milkshake happen after the training yard?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, no wonder I don't remember it.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
simple. Yeah, the training
Which
session. The training yard. There was like one thing he did, which was talk to Simon a little bit. Just, I guess, catch him up to date on the world a little bit. And then
He had some commentary on the Mithras Empire.
Yeah. He cast he asked about Lady Mallory, and in a probably not wise moment, very show-offy moment, charisma versus wisdom, he ends up casting Bane on himself to have a very temporary glamour and illusion of Lady Mallory. Which Simon, he didn't like immediately get mad or anything. I think he just got a little more depressed.
Oh my god.
Real depression hours. Let's go.
I don't know. It was like, I don't know. He was thinking maybe it would help, and then it's like, nah, that didn't really help. Oh well.
No.
Mistakes are made.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
After, I don't think you went to bed right after the training ground, because didn't we have our talk? After the training grounds?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Or cross?
Yeah, that's actually-
I think it was pretty fast, but yeah, I think you guys did. I think.
Mhm. I'm pretty sure, because that's why. Because I'm remembering Nyx was going to be pulled away, and she was like, but Simon's hurt. I can't leave.
Simon's too hot and sexy and hurt.
I didn't say that. He's just hurt. I'm a healer. I trade.
It's always the French ones. So yeah, you guys did have a conversation, and there was some back and forth on why the inquiry was Simon. Why the interest?
Yeah. Normally you're fucking of all the people to follow around, like suddenly it's this new guy, which I understand is interesting, but you're like.
But he's
You're
also
like
French.
obsessed with him. He's French.
He's new. He's new. All right, guys. He's interesting. He's like old or whatever. Apparently.
Being weird about the new people.
So is Lord Cross. He knows Simon directly.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
You don't believe that.
Yeah, you don't.
Even Simon vouches for me.
Yeah.
But Lord Cross has his suspicions. It's strange that he's pretending to be one of the fucking founders, and he's like the main guy that Phoenix follows around, and then Simon shows up, one of the actual founders, and now she's following him around. It's all very strange. It's all very strange. She really likes
crazy.
She follows. She collects antiques. She collects old things from way back when. Where's it all coming from? What a freak! Anyway, and then he was like, "Get out of my tent."
Okay, well, have fun with your fucking tinfoil hat, asshole. Whatever. I don't even hear
It's a helmet.
Tinfoil has only been invented for 2 years now.
And then yeah,
Other
shenanigans ensued.
and then yeah.
And then yeah.
Okay, what is yeah?
The milkshake happened, apparently.
Milkshake.
Apparently.
I think just before the milkshake, the storyteller looked at the marionette and rolled really good on like history or something, and was just like, "Wait a second, that armor's really specific." And then the marionette fucking looked at him.
The marionette's right. You're right.
He's like, "No, it isn't. Shut up."
This is
the armor's
novel.
The armor is very specific, and you're about to be a footnote in history if you keep asking these fucking questions, dog.
But he was himself.
I don't know if storyteller caught it, but the kid, the Archon, I should say, did like raise her eyebrows. So it might be correlated that she's interested, so the marionette's interested, or
I believe you did catch that. But both you and fictional you.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online style fictional you.
Yeah. Fucking storyteller was just like, I feel I should stop talking for once, actually.
And then he kept his mouth shut. I didn't know that could happen.
There's like, is it possible to learn this power? The power of Archons? No, Sierra. No, it is not. Sorry. Anything else?
Go bad, because he went over here, talked with Azani and fucking Express for like a second to like help as much as he could. He brought tea. It was a nice gesture. And then Azani asked him to do something, but I don't have it written down. I don't remember what it was. I think, did he ask him to do something, or did he just ask his opinion on something?
I think he asked her opinion on. I can't remember.
Well, something will happen later on that'll probably stir the memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lovely little chat. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. What else? If anything else.
I feel bad because I remember I was going to bring Mittens along for something, then remembered, wait, I shouldn't do that, and it was like,
I think I
never
was
mind.
talking to Sob.
Yeah.
Because Sob is like 95% of the company. But no harm, no foul. A lot of the company's assholes anyway.
True about it.
Oh, this is so funny because of February having short days and stuff. Literally, the last time we played this was February 22nd, aka literally 1 month ago.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
I can't believe you guys don't remember these events from 1 month ago. I say I don't remember these events from 1 month ago.
You son of a bitch! You can't pull that on us.
In your games, don't be mad. It was a month ago.
Listen, you guys drank from the Isles of Lethe. Yeah, you forgot.
well.
You forgot. Go on.
We forgot. I drank too much forgot juice.
Drink the forget me juice. All right.
Yeah.
If nothing else, then yeah, we can roll into it. Yeah.
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 I'm gonna assume that BMO's still broken, so I'm not going to bother using it.
Finally closed the tab I had open that was just labeled skink.
Skink. Skink. Skink.
Do you really need skink
Like a
lore?
lizard.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're calling Reverend a skink.
Because he is. He's a skink, he's a snut, and he's a slake.
I didn't say the rest of those. That's not on me.
I accept all these terms.
Okay, so anyways, you're a skink and a slut. Snut. My bad, snut.
Snut and a slake.
Alrighty then. So we pick up session the next day. Still Gato style. I guess I don't need to update necessarily any calendars or anything, but yeah, it is the nex day. Oh, I remember. We did go to the next day last session because Ex-Procure Vanessa was being introduced to the rest of the company. You guys got a head start on being introduced to her, and then you guys are hanging out with Thresh in the mess hall because you guys already know her. But Sierra, despite already knowing her, was in the introduction a second time, and you guys saw in the distance that he was getting like kicked by her, and then everyone was joking that Sierra's probably into it.
Yeah.
And then I think Storyteller and Sierra, or not Sierra, but Storyteller and Thresh are like, yeah, he's probably into it. And then Thresh looks at you, he's like, that means nothing. We're not friends.
Just because I agree with you does not mean I'm trying to make revelry.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, just because we align on this doesn't mean it means nothing. It means
Oh,
nothing.
but I remember that because I did catch him off guard, or Storyteller off guard, until he brought up that moment. It's like, oh, okay, no, good.
Yeah, he's like, don't get the wrong idea. We're not friends.
Oh, thank God.
Wasn't Simon sassy to Thresh at some point too?
He was
Probably.
sassy either in the command tent or on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Simon has some potentially foolish confidence and is like, don't worry, he'll warm up to me. I'm a bit of a shit talker myself. I can hold my own. I can shit talk. To which Thresh threatened to kill him twice now.
That's not even trying to shit talk. That's just a threat. That's just boring.
So yeah, that did happen last session. Boom, so you remembered stuff. So yeah, you guys the company break as Vanessa says some last comments to the captain, and then takes her leave through the crack in the wall. Back to the.
She's on crack.
She's on crack. So just took another. So yeah, you guys are free to do whatever. The interrogation is going to be later today. It's an interrogation. The deception, less of an interrogation from Mesmer. I guess it's still an I guess it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The pointed conversation.
I think throughout that morning and late morning, Lord Cross, fully not trusting Mesmer to just go there without him, is going to be just casually everywhere that she is.
Well, good news is the early morning you're just hanging out in the mess hall as she is enjoying a little brunch. A comfy brunch with some tea, some pastries, freshly baked by Cobb.
The mess hall, that place where
Lord
Cross notoriously is all the time.
Yeah. The Archive dolls wouldn't be here.
Are you gonna take your seat then?
I guess the marionette would also not be there.
You don't take its seat then.
You sit down on the grass, enjoying a picnic.
The second someone leaves, you take their seat. Doesn't matter where it is.
Someone leaves the outhouse, you go immediately after them. It's warm.
Yeah, it's
warm.
like it's like shitting on that butt.
Anyways. So you guys are just sort of chilling, idling, as the company disperses and goes back to their day-to-day, their chill time. You know, Trinket goes back to the quartermaster area. I think No Face will probably go back into the city because he's a fucking urban rat like that.
Oh yeah,
Stuff like that. I'm going to roll for this. I will use the order on roll 20, so the bottom order there. Congratulations, Mittens. This makes sense too. As you guys are, just chilling in the mess hall, you do see Nomad come up and sit down near you. Mittens. Good morning.
Good morning.
I need your help.
With?
I am trying to hunt down he thinks how to say it. He says a word in a language none of you guys recognize. What is that? What is that? A berry bush. He thinks for a second, wondering if that's the right word for it. Stops caring.
Volkswagen.
A Volkswagen? He's supposed to be Swedish, so I'm having a hard time being Scandinavian. And I was wondering if you and your talents, he gestures at you up and down, proclivity for nature, might be able to help.
What's in it for me?
Of course. The cost. You would get some delicious berries. And I'm sure Cobb would be able to whip something together with these berries.
Alright, deal.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Did anyone else want to come? He's just scanning across the table at all of you guys. Huh? Any takers? Any takers? A little walk around the place? There aren't any rebels around. So they're probably all dead already.
Fine, but mostly because it's just you asking.
Hey, he claps. Which is interesting seeing a man of his wide and broad stature clap
Right.
like a little kid. Hey, very good, very good.
It's joyous.
He is quite joyous. He's already pretty chill, but chill in like a normal way, not chill as in a quiet way. Did anyone else go with? Question mark.
Mittens looks at Reverend expectantly.
Fine, I will go.
Hey, there you go.
No thanks.
He just goes,
Oh, fuck that.
I'm not bringing this.
Alright. I'll meet you guys outside the gate. We'll
Thumbs
assemble
up.
and get going. Shoot. There he goes, outside the gate. So, you guys can go out there at your own speeds, but yeah, he'll wait for all of you to be assembled before you set off. So, that's what that team is apparently setting their agenda for. What about the rest of you?
Lord Cross is gonna stay here, read until Mesmer is no longer here. Then he will relocate and read there.
That's fair.
I'm thinking, is there any local literature he could have picked up in that last raid?
That last raid, no. During your guys after raiding this place, yes.
Hey, then yeah, it's probably read something from the area written by what were they called? Not Vistani, but
The losers.
people of the Dale.
Give me a sec. Where's the sheet? Hey, there's the letter sheet. Vespari.
Vespari, thank you.
I was like,
there's
you're close, but I'm trying to remember which part of it is off.
There's a historical account written by a Vespari scholar, something to that effect. Something that you want to take interest in.
The Vespari don't have scholars. They have like druids. A lot of their stuff is okay. There's tiers of Vespari here. A true Vespari, druidic oral tradition.
Mm-hmm.
People that live in the Vale that interact with Vespari, who are by nomenclature also called Vespari, but they're not. Yes, they do have like written accounts.
Gotcha.
So it depends on like how casual or competitive your racism is.
He just wants to know thy enemy, so something written by someone from the area.
Yeah, here in Drizzlane, there are probably some less magical accounts, but just some more local, not almanacs.
Historical accounts.
To a degree, there are more not historical accounts for the sake of history. They're historical accounts in relation to the town's activities, growth, etc.
Perfect.
So, still history, just not history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no face out here. What about Phoenix? Eh?
That's a good question.
I guess Simon would be in there with you guys. There's too many NPCs for me to keep shuffling around.
Let's say, where's Simon? She can go there.
He's here right now. Yeah, he's not eager to begin exploring around the place, so he does not go nomad and the rest of you guys, which we'll get to shortly.
Well, my two thoughts were I'm either gonna follow you or Simon. She's gonna. I mean, currently she's trying to see what Lord Cross is reading, so she's doing that. She's gonna follow him around.
You follow him around to stay here, the vessel.
Yep.
A grand adventure.
She's going with him.
He leaned that one time 10 minutes ago. Ooh, a great distance traveled.
Almost missed it. She can't miss that again. She's got to be locked on. She's locked in.
Eventually, Mesmer does finish her tea and close her book. And she looks over at you, Lord Cross, and smiles. What a nice, lovely young woman. And then she gets up to go about her bloody work. My bad, it's not bloody work. Wet work. Difference.
Very loud. As he closes his book.
She stands waiting at the mess hall entrance, or exit. Both.
Door.
Wait, there isn't a door, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, it's just an open.
Gap?
Doorway. There we go, doorway. Well, shall we, Lord Cross? And by we, I mean me.
Go right ahead.
Perfect.
Now, who is the person that's supposed to cast invisibility on me?
I believe her. Because
Gotcha.
she's warlocky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I don't want to select bug. No, get back there. Da-da-da, to the jail. Pass Mama Bird. Mama Bird? Mama Bear. Wrong animal.
Phoenix will follow.
As soon as she stands up after he does, back in the mess hall, he's going to, almost like a dog, like point at her and go, "No."
Bad.
What?
Stay. Sit.
I want to come.
Oh, sorry. Only authorized people are going into the jail today. Better luck next time. But if you want a logical plan, I'm sure Mama Bear will happily address them.
Go introduce Simon to Trinket. He's gonna need to know her.
Fine.
Best get acquaint them as soon as possible, unless you try to rip him off.
True. As Phoenix leaves, Mesmer turns to you, Lord Cross, and mouths woof woof. But doesn't say it, she just mouths it. Then you both make your way to the jail where Mama Bear steps aside and lets you both in. As you have authorization.
Yippee!
Yippee! So we'll get to that in a little short capacity. To the rest of you guys joining Nomad, is there anything you guys do here in camp, or do you guys head out to meet your Nornish friend? Or quote unquote friend, Nornish ally. Hey, we shouldn't say friend. Nornish ally.
Reverend's got nothing to do.
All right, we have two nothings coming to mind.
I think Mittens is gonna go talk to Cobb before they head out.
Yeah, so Storyteller and Reverend, you both so fond of each other's company, head out to go meet Nomad while Mittens ducks into the kitchen to talk to Cobb, who's in the midst of washing dishes, whistling a jaunty tune as he does so, as breakfast service is ending. And I told her, "Oh, how's it going there, Mittens?"
Hello,
Yeah.
Cobb. I'm heading out, and
That's so.